Hi, I'm Scotty. If you want to learn how to service and repair antique mechanical clocks, then subscribe to my channel. Welcome to Scotties Clock World. Right, we're ready to start rebushing the plates now. We'll start off with the first wheel, the going side train, which sits there, like so. So first thing we'll do, we'll measure the diameter of that pivot, which is 1.80 mil. That aside. Now we'll get our box of bushes. We're looking for a 1.875 or the closest. Number 52 is 1.8. Number 53 is 1.9. So we'll take a number 52 out. Number 52. Rubber band back on the box so we don't lose them. First thing as always, the bush on your hand and try to fit the pivot into it. It doesn't fit. You can see it sitting on top there. It's pretty close, but it doesn't fit. So that's the size that we want. We'll put that down there. It was number 52, so we'll write that down. Number 52. We go back to our box. The bushes, number 52. The maximum diameter is 3.50. 3.50 mil. That's the largest reamer that we will need. So we write our data down. Number 52 bush, 1.8 mil is the external diameter of the pivot, and 3.5 mil is the maximum size that we require for the reamer. Right, first thing we do, take our center finding tool, which is that one there, line it up. Put it in our bushing machine, tighten it in, take our plate and set the center finding tool right into the middle. Now, we need to clamp the back plate so it doesn't move. That side's not going to reach, so we'll use our fingers to hold the plate firmly once we start. Take the center finding tool out. 3.5 mil is the maximum size, so I'll start off with the 2.47. We'll use 3 different reamers till we get up to the correct size. Right, using slight pressure, push down Remove the swarf from it as it cuts in. We'll go up one size, 2.97. Change the reamer. Once again, hold the plate with a couple of fingers so it doesn't move. And turn the wheel and slowly cut through the plate. Onto our third one. This is 3.47 mil. Holding the plate once again and slowly rotate the handle. There we go. Remove the reamer. Take one of our hammer blocks, install it into the machine, tighten it down. Pick up our bush. Make sure that the sink, the oil sink, is on the outside. So we'll put it down that way. Now taking a hammer, we'll give that a light tap just to seat it into the hole, and we can check it, make sure it's all right. Then a couple of taps, we'll drive it home. It's nice and smooth, nothing sticking up there. Move the plate. Get it out of the light. That's the new bush we've put in. Now, we test the pivot on the wheel. We find it doesn't fit in. It goes relatively close, but it doesn't quite fit in. So what we've got to do now is broach that hole out to make it just a tiny little bit bigger. So we have to check and see what size broach we need. That one there for a start. It fits in the hole, but it doesn't go all the way through. We'll set that broach up in a pin vise. Tighten it down. Pick up the plate. Insert the broach into the hole. And then before we start reaming out the bush, we need to have the broach perpendicular to the plate in all directions. So an easy way to do that is to line the broach up with these pillars. And then as we're broaching, very slowly turning it, we're aligning the broach with this post there. Then we'll turn it round a bit and we'll align it with that post over there, so that we're making sure that the broach is perpendicular and cutting a hole perpendicular all the way through. Right, now we need the next size up broach. Take that out. See how this one goes. Yep, that's the next size. Put it into the pin vise, tighten it down. Before we use that, we'll check once again to make sure that the pivot won't fit into the bush. It's sitting up top there a little bit proud. So we have very little to take off. So we only want 2 or 3 turns on the broach, and then we'll check the size of the hole relative to the pivot, lining up with the pillars there. A couple of turns backwards and forwards, remove it. Try it for fit. Getting closer, but not quite there. Align it again. Ooh, very, very close. A tiny bit more. That should be very, very, very close. There we go. The pivot sits in the bush. Now, the operation's not finished yet because it fits in there. Doesn't particularly mean all that much. What we have to do is put the top plate on now. Align the pivots, cannon arbor, gathering pallet, and the hammer. What we do now, holding that relatively tight, we try to spin the wheel, and it doesn't flow freely. Very close, but not quite close enough. So, remove the top plate, put it aside, take the wheel out, back to the broach again. Couple of quick, very light turns to take the minimal amount of material out. We'll try that again. Top plate on. Cannon arbor back in. Gathering pallet. Strike lever. Now, see how freely that turns? Now we check for end play. To make sure that the wheel can move backwards and forwards between the two pivots, and it does. Alright, that's the first one done. Top plate off. That wheel over there. Now that that's done, I'll remove this black text to mark here very carefully. So we know that that's been done. Right, I'll do the other two off camera, then we'll come back. We'll put the whole movement together and check all the pivots and all the end play at the same time.